Hey everybody, I'm gonna show you my aquaponics setup in my backyard. Kind of a small backyard, a grapevine setup, and my 14 by 14 foot greenhouse with aquaponics setup. Kind of limited space, so gotta keep everything tight. Honestly, I probably would have came out cheaper to just buy a ready greenhouse. 10 by 20 online's like 350 bucks on eBay. This is a lot more once you start adding up all those dollars and clips and screws and all that crap. It adds up. So here's my IBC tote. Everything's on the ground. My grow beds are actually lower than my tank. They don't have to be higher than the tank. I don't know why everyone's cutting all these totes up. I think this is better as long as you kind of do your math right. I'm not gonna show everybody how to drill stuff and all that. If you don't know how to do it, then get a carpentry class. So here's my TY glued to the bottom, so it siphons the water from the bottom of the tank instead of the top, so I get all the debris out. And that goes and runs over. And I used male adapters with it's hard to get a picture, but there's a this one's got a female adapter on it. Here's a better picture. Get this cover off. I use male adapters, which are like $1.50, and then conduit nuts, which are like 2 for $1, to make my bulkhead fitting, and then bathtub overflow washers. They're about $2 at Lowe's. You can get those. I couldn't find those uniseals everybody's talking about, but as you can see, my flow is coming from the top, siphoning from the bottom of the IBC, going into my spiral filter, and that's gonna spiral around the bottom, keep all the junk on the bottom. Here's my drain setups on my tanks. Same thing, male adapters, conduit nuts. If I gotta get anything off the bottom, I'll just get a little female adapter and kind of hose it over to the middle or something. It's pretty much on the bottom, it'll siphon out. And then this tube with these slots, I just cut them with a universal saw, so that just kind of siphons, gets the water from the top of the tank once this fills up. And you can see that the water in the IBC is higher actually than the water in my totes, because the totes actually also gravity drain down to the grow beds. So if you do your thing right, you can actually have a fish tank higher than your whole setup instead of down below for your one pump. All I have is one pump. It doesn't have to be below the grow bed. Just gotta be smart with it. Have a siphon from the bottom, TY, so you get your air at the top, so it breaks the siphon so it doesn't siphon down your whole tank. So whatever overflows above this flows into your filters, so it'll flow into your filters. So there's my spiral filter. I might do a little extra with it later, but I just started. This spiral filter is connected to my biofilter, which I don't have bio balls yet for, but I'm just gonna get bio balls for it, and a little aerator. And that's gonna be in there flowing around, and gravity draining. These are both level with each other. Gravity draining down to my grow beds. Alright, they're just gonna get down there. Some styrofoam. This is already flowing in a little bit of water. I drained my IBC tote from the top. And I gotta wait for another rainstorm to get some more rainwater. And then these grow beds I just built with plywood, 2x8s, and I actually used roofing material, roofing rubber. Just got that in there, nailed it all in. And no, there's no reason to be biologically concerned. You're collecting rainwater from asphalt shingles anyway, so there's no reason to get food grade rubber or something crazy like that. And I got these connected with 2 by 1.5 inch reducing couplings with a piece of pipe in between, and they're connected with a 3/8 galvanized rod and some split rings tightened up. I just pressed them against the rubber, and that's my seal. Little ingenuity there, you know. So I still gotta drill out the styrofoam. Probably do a 8-inch spread. I probably can get 50 pots in a 4 by 8 space like this. So I'll have 100 pots of veggies in these two. And then here I just did my transition with some bushings. Same thing, split rings. Galvanized rod a little smaller so I can get a 90 on this side to get the water out into this barrel. And there's my pump, and it's also in a filter box. It's a 560 gallon per hour pump, but it's probably gonna pump 400 because of the height of the pipe. You always got to subtract for the height. And so that'll fill up, and that'll make sure my my pump's always full of water. So once this is all leveled out and that IBC is leveled out, then your IBC can be higher. Once the pump kicks in, it's gonna pump up, pump into the IBC, raise the water level, and then that water level is gonna continually drop through your filter system into your grow basins, across and back again. So you're going to maintain a constant water level with one pump and your IBC above your grow beds. You know, all I see online is all these, you know, tanks underground and all that. I had to design something where I didn't have to use a shovel to dig and kill myself to make this happen. So I hope this helps everybody out. If you want to be cheap, I was gonna make sawhorses. Instead of that, I went to a moving company and got all these pallets for free. So I just cut them in half. They're my sawhorses. Once I screwed my grow beds together, I kind of stiffened everything up so I don't have to use any crosses. I made a little cross on this one. I'll probably beef it up a little later. Little table, same thing, that was free. And wrap this thing with plastic and some netting on both sides so bugs don't get in. And that's my aquaponics setup. I hope this helps you figure something out for your setup where you don't have to cut your IBC totes in half and have all your stuff, you know, so high and dig and cut. You can have your tote higher than you want as long as you make it siphon from the bottom and have an air brake with the top TY. That'll keep the water level in your basin constant. Then whatever goes into your tank and comes out, whatever comes out of your tank will keep the level in your two tanks level. So your tanks will be continually not overfilled. This won't be overfilled or siphoned out. Your grow beds will be fine because they're going to be draining into this. And then, like I said, once all the water level is good, hold on, Marek. Once all the water level is good, your pump will kick on. It'll pump everything into your IBC tank, raise the water level, gravity feedback. You're golden. No need to cut your tanks. You know, that's a lot of money wasted. I hope this helps you out. Good luck.